198センチ、118キロ、Emelianenko Alexander!
Alexander Emelianenko's 25, 6'5", 259 pounds, 5 and 2 in Pride Fighting Championships.
194センチ、111キロ、Sergey Haritono!
Sergey Harritonov is 26, 6'4", 244 pounds, 7 and 2 in Pride Fighting Championships. Until he dislocated his shoulder, he was, well, picked by many to be the next challenger for Fedor Emelianenko's world heavyweight title. Tonight, he makes his return against Fedor's not-so-little younger brother. And we'll have to wait and see if he can get through this obstacle first. All right, fans, you can batten down the hatches and lock those doors. We could be treated to one of the most memorable MMA wars. These guys love to slug it out, wasting little time in doing so.
Alexander's deal is, though, as the fight progresses, he'll start to drop his jab hand. In this case, his left hand. He'll start dropping down around his waist.
Nice right hand there by Emelianenko, and you see immediately Harritonov going for that single leg, now in the body lock. Emelianenko, though, for a guy 6'5", 259 pounds, I mean, he floats around that ring. His foot movement, his foot speed is unbelievable.
Both these guys, they're incredible foot speed and great motion. And it's amazing to see guys this size. I'm still amazed at seeing guys how big they are, moving their feet as quick as they do.
Both of them also with a background in Sambo. Nice left jab there, tagging Harritonov by Emelianenko. So if they do go to the ground, of course, they do have those submission skills as well as that right hand met its target.
Wow, you look at Alexander, he's starting to relax a little bit more because now he's knowing his straight punches are starting to land. He's taking his time, he's relaxing, his shoulders are dropped down, his arms are a little bit looser. It's when you start getting that feeling, you know you're starting to tag your opponent, you will relax and it makes it easier to fight.
Nice left again by Harritonov, or make that Emelianenko on Harritonov, but not following up, just a single shot there, Trig.
Now he's starting to connect with all these jabs. I'd like to see him start throwing some rights right behind it.
Harritonov, one of the best boxers in MMA, some crisp combinations. I think he is the best body puncher in Pride Fighting Championships. Maybe Takanori Gomi would have something to say about that, but for a heavyweight, he's tremendous.
And he throws them in bunches when he throws the body position. He definitely throws four or five punches in the body all at one time as we had a quick mouthpiece break.
You can see Emelianenko circling away, bouncing up and down on the balls of his feet. Nice inside low leg kick there by Harritonov, and there's a jab. Staggered Emelianenko.
Great job right to the full mount. He kept improving his position, looking to bring his hips up high, and it slid right to the mount.
He stopped him in his tracks with that straight right hand, and now with the full mount on Emelianenko, Sergey Harritonov, we saw him make his debut in Pride Fighting Championships of the very first Bushido, submitting an outclassed Jason Nobunaga. We know he's got submission skills, and now an opportunity to maybe test that ground and pound technique.
Sergey's got to take, because he's a right-handed puncher, he needs to take his left hand and put it between his body and Alexander's face and get some separation. Now start to punch right now. You can't let him tie up on you like this, because all you're gonna be able to do, unless you're gonna go to a submission. If you're gonna let the bottom guy tie up on you like this, you have to go to submission. Sit up, get some punching. That's what you want to do in this spot if you're a striker.
Of course, Emelianenko, the bigger of the two fighters on the bottom. That may be his proverbial ace in the hole here, but a great mount by Harritonov. Although it's up to him now from this offensive position as you see the referee, or hear the referee say action. And those are the commands you will be hearing throughout the night by the officials, calling for action when there was a lull in the action. So let's see if that Sambo comes into play here now as Harritonov up on his base. Emelianenko trying to stay in the active guard on the bottom there.
Nice long punching from here because he's keeping his hips back just a little bit too far. Haritonoff is. He needs to bring his hips in a little bit so he can get a little more power on those punches. He's a little head heavy, a little chest heavy right here.
And Harritonov leaking a bit in the face as well, but Emelianenko will try to exploit that. Back to the closed guard.
Inactive closed guard. He's not. He's got nose closed, but he's not really doing anything with it.
4.5 minutes gone of the opening round. The Battle of Russia, Russian top teams, Sergei Harritonov and the Red Devil Fight Club's Alexander Emelianenko. Man, I'm 0 for 2 tonight, by the way, Trig. You know, you do your homework. We interview the fighters. They say that it's going to be a stand-up war, striking, and then these guys go and take it to the ground on me. No, but that's what mixed martial arts is all about, and really that's what separates MMA from the sport of boxing and such, is that it definitely, and there you see the referee after calling for action twice, finally issuing a yellow card to both fighters. And again, Trig, tell the fans at home, maybe watching Pride for the first time, about the Pride card system and what the yellow card stands for.
Let me tell you what the Pride yellow card stands for, 10% purse deduction.
Which should be motivation enough to stay busy.
It's a stalling card. If you're not doing enough action, they give you a stalling card, but they also take 10% every time they show it. So.
And also for rule infractions like holding the rope or whatever's deemed illegal, but you're right, they did. And you can see, now they pick it up. They pick up the pace in the stand-up. You can see some discoloration there in the left leg inside, and he goes back to it. Does Harritonov doing a good job of exploiting. Man, that's a nasty welt there on Emelianenko's leg.
I didn't even see the kick that caused that earlier, but you can actually see the toe imprints. And of course, we have the best seats in the house here right at ringside.
You can see that Emelianenko wants to engage. Harritonov backs away. Maybe starting to frustrate Emelianenko a little bit. Of course, the true Russian fighters never showing much in terms of emotion. There's a left hand, finds its target.
See, early it was Emelianenko picking apart Harritonov, and Haritonov's picking apart Emelianenko.
Wow, and you could see that Emelianenko had a knee he wanted to send to Haritonov's face. Haritonov able to back away. Emelianenko misses with the left. Haritonov shoots out a jab. And you could see there taking that deep breath. And again, one thing we should mention to the fans, Emelianenko's never made it past the second round. He's never had to fight past the second round. And as we now go to the 6-minute mark, and now Haritonov challenges him, and Emelianenko delivers.
Oh my goodness, he challenged him twice, and his knees went a little bit wobbly as he fell to the ground. He's in a bad spot right here. Haritonov's in a really bad way right now. Because you can't see from this position, but the second, when he waved Emelianenko in, Emelianenko hit him with another straight left.
Haritonov doing nothing to defend these strikes. The left hands, the knees. How much more is the referee going to allow? He's unintelligibly defending himself.
Done. Oh my goodness. He's not okay. I know he's saying he's okay. I know he's saying he wants to fight. The ref did a great job stepping in and stopping this fight. There's no way.
6 minutes, 45 seconds, and the tattooed Alexander Emelianenko delivering some tattoos in the forms of those vicious left hands and knee strikes. And I don't know what Sergei Haritonov was thinking by challenging the bull like that, showing that red flag.
He was definitely trying to lure him in so he'd throw a bad punch and be able to take him down and get on top. Harritonov wanted to get to the ground and get in a better position. He was losing the stand-up battle at that point of the fight and wanted to take the fight back over in his own hands.
Obviously disappointed Sergei Haritonov, but wondering if he shouldn't be disappointed with himself in, again, openly challenging Emelianenko to hit him. So, hey, your wish is Emelianenko's command as we take a look at the replay here, Trig.
See, he's waving him and he's waving him in. He gets hit, and see his knees go a little bit limp right there, and he steps back, he waves him in again, and then he gets hit again on his way in. And then you'll see here, there's 8 or 9 punches where he doesn't even try to defend. He doesn't even
begin. I thought he was out there the way he looks right here, but he wasn't. But, I mean, he's limp. He's not doing anything to defend himself.
You'll see one knee come in, and you'll see another knee come in, and the ref is stepping in right now to stop it.
And a good stoppage by the referee as Alexander Emelianenko